Hello, welcome back to my channel, That Princess Things. In these HTML tutorials, we have seen many topics till now. If you didn't watch those videos, go through those videos and know about those things like HTML basics and attributes and many things. Today we are going to deal all about these HTML tables. The main important topic in HTML, we have to know about tables. How to make a table in your website. These tables are plays an important role in some e-commerce websites. Like many types of websites needs tables for the proper description of their items or anything. So HTML tables allows the web developers to arrange the data into rows and columns. If you want to arrange your data into rows and columns, we will go to the HTML tables. This is the example you can see here in the HTML table. This is the company and the contact and which country the company belongs to. So you can see here this is the entire table where we have a different colors for row to row. First row is a blue color and second one is the dark gray color. You can observe here. Just try this example, then you will get a clarity on that. Here you can see the table with this. In this table, what we have using to draw these tables is a head table tag with tr. In this th. Let's know about what is meant by tr and th in the coming few minutes. We will understand those things, and we can also apply the styles to the tags like table tag and td tag and th tag, many things. So let's see what is meant by these things one by one. So first one is a HTML table. Just know about the table tag. The table tag defines an HTML table. Each row is defined with a tr tag. If the table having a row, do you want a row indicated by this tr tag? This is known by table row. Each table header is defined with th. If the table having any header, then you can define that header in this tag, that is th, table header tag. Next, each data or cell is defined as td tag. If you want to give any data in that table, then you have to use this td tag. So let's understand these three tags differences. The tr tag is to define the table row, th tag is for table header, and td tag is for table data. And by default, th tags are bold and center. How we give the table heading? Table heading should be bold. So the default content mentioned in the th tag will be bold, and also it will be in the centered. The text alignment will be centered by default. And next, for data also, these are regular. The data should be regular and the left aligned. For tables, we can observe many tables having a left alignment by default. You can see here the content in this table is left alignment, and the header part and also is a bold color. Some give center, some give as required alignment for the text. Default one is center for that. Let's see this example, the basic example. Here is a table tag. In that table, I have applying some style of width 100%. I am giving a table to a width of 100%. In that table tag, we have using tr, means row. In the first row, where the tr tag started, that is meant by the first row. In this first row, what we have doing that, we are giving a header. We are giving a header, that is a first name, and the next column will be the last name, and next column will be the age. I am giving the first row as 3. In the first row, we have 3 columns. Those are first name and the last name and the age. And the second column will be this, and where we have giving the data. This is the header parts in which the first row, and next the text data, I mean table data, which is the names and the first name and last name and the age. You see the example, how the output will be, then you will get clarity on that. Here you can see I'm just giving the width, I'm not giving any border, so it will not resemble like a table. It just gives the content as we have described, like table with the style something with I'm giving 100%, then the web page will be 100% covered by this table. And next, the first name is the centered and bold. Here you can see that because I am included this in the th tags, the first name and age. And next, so you can see, observe this example. Yes, you can observe this is not looking like an table. what we have the things here, table tag. Let's see the next. Here you can observe the TD tag or the data containers. Data elements are the data containers of the table. They contain all sorts of HTML elements, text and images, lists, and we can anything we can include in this table data. So let's see, we can also give borders to the tables like by applying styles in the CSS property, like by using this border attribute. In this border, what I am giving means this border I am giving 1 pixel of the border, and that will be a solid black. So let's see how now it will resemble like a table. The previous example we can observe that it will be not unlike a table. You can see here by applying border to the table it will resemble like a table. Here I am applying here I am giving the internal CSS, which is by using a style attribute in the header part. In the head tag I am giving style attribute, a style tag, in which I am taking the tables like table and th and td. Means I am giving all these things to a border, because not only the table means not only the single thing, but also I am giving to the row, and also for the data part also. For the header part and the data part I am giving borders of 1 pixel and a solid black. By default these border will take in a two length border, not a single line, but it takes a double line of border. So you can remember these things by to make a table. Main things to remember. Next, this collapsed border means nothing but the previous example we have seen we having a 2 borders like this. If you want a single border for the table, then you will go for the border collapse, means it will collapse 1 border and we give the single border. In the first example what we have seen without the borders, in the second example we have seen with borders, that is a double line border without having a collapse border collapse. Now I am using a border collapse attribute for the styling purpose. Then you can see you will have a single border line for all this table th and td. For th means header, which is centered and bold color, which is nothing but table header. Next td, table data. You can see here how many rows we want on this. 3 rows. Then tr will be 3 times 3 rows. We can observe here. The table drawing table is easy in HTML. Just if you wanna give a more preference and more attraction to the table, we can also apply different types of stylings to the table. Here I am applying border and border collapse to get a single border. Next I am applying a cell padding. We have a concept called cell padding, which is nothing but specify the space between the cell content and its border. You can also specify the how much content the space. You can see it is left aligned. You can doesn't have any space for the border. You can also apply the cell spacing, means the how much space between the cell contents you can give. You can, if you don't specify the border, the table cells will be displayed without padding. Nothing padding is applied. If you wanna add some distance or spacing, then you can go for this padding, which uses a attribute or property called padding. In the styling things, we can apply this padding property. Same as an internal CSS, I am giving padding for only the th and td, which is a header part and the data part, not on the table. I'm not specifying table padding. I'm giving for the header and also for the content. I'm giving 15 pixels. You can observe the distance between the data. We can observe it is not in the previous example. You can see the data will be started from the left line and no padding will be there. No cell in the cell. The data will in the closed manner. You can observe here the data will be in a free manner without touching any borders. It having a 15 pixel of padding. You can observe here. Here also it is not centered, but having a 15 pixel of padding we can't observe here. If you make it as a left aligned, you can observe that padding. So this is the one thing which you can make a table more attractive without being clumsy. Next we have a left aligned headings. Some headings will be left aligned, some are centered and some are right aligned. Yeah, in the previous example, you can observe our heading will be center and having 15 pixels of padding. In this example, you can observe there is no padding will be a 5 pixel. You can observe here. Jill is not attached, but little bit of space, which is a 5 pixel of space. And the header part will be having a left alignment. You can see here text align is left for the header. You can give it this as centered also, like in the previous example we have seen that thing. You can observe it is centered. Text will be self centered, and next I am giving it as left. It will be left with a padding of nothing, with a padding of 5 pixel, because we have mentioned here th the padding of 5 pixel. If you remove this padding, you can see there will be no space between them. It will be connected to the border. Here you can observe it will be resembles like a third example we have seen. For becoming like things, we can also add padding here and make it as a centered. Then it will look like this, or you can make it as left. Text alignment will be as your requirement. Here are the different things we can do by using this text align property in CSS. We can apply this as an internal CSS or external CSS or inline CSS. And next we can also add border spacing for this, which by using this border spacing property. This border spacing property specifies the space between the cells. Unlike as padding, in contrast to the padding, we can also see this. You can see this. I am not adding any border collapse, but the same example you can see here. This example and this example resembles the same, but the extra content is border spacing is added. I'm giving the table thing. I'm table giving border spacing for the table. I'm giving border spacing property which is of 15 pixels. You can see the table having 15 pixel with this border. So the things will be like, if I will remove this the border spacing of 15 pixel, then how it will look like, just observe. So it is like this, which is of padding of 5 pixel, table having 5. Here you can observe 5 pixel. Here adding another more 5 pixel, then it will be more than that. Yes, here 5 pixel already having padding. It is not unlike this example, but I am applying padding here also. So it is padding of 5 pixel, and also I am applying now border spacing of 15 pixel. Then it will be a very different way it will look like. So it will be like this. So this is the concept of border spacing also. You can apply for your tables as your requirements. And next we have a table have collapsed border spacing is no. If the table having a collapsed border, then there is only one border. Then there is no matter of having this border spacing. This border spacing doesn't affect those types of tables which is having a collapsed border. So either that or this we can use. In this HTML table, we also have a cell span, many columns like things. We can also extend the column space. We can give the cell span more than one column by using this call span attribute. We have a call span attribute which uses the many more columns as your requirement. Let's see this example. What I have given. I am giving the header as a name, and telephone. Telephone will not take a single column value. It will need some more space to give the content. So I am giving a call span of 2. That means it has to take the span of columns of 2 columns span. It will take this header. This header will take 2 column spans for the data. So let's see how it will look like. You can see here I'm giving a call span of 2 for the telephone. So you can see here call span of one column and the column of width I am taking the 100%, so it covers the entire table. Next in the data we have given name as Bill Gates, and next phone number, 2 phone numbers we have given. We can give many things here, like call span maybe of 3 also we can give here, means three mobile phones will be available. You can also give data there. If you didn't give any data, it will take it doesn't take anything, it will make it as a blank one. You can see this example, I am adding a call span of 3. You can see here 3 things will be included in this one. I can if the name is also a bigger one, we can also add call span to this name thing also, like call span. I need 2 call span, length of call span, sorry, that call span is equal to how much, 2 call span I have given. That means the Bill Gates and the first name, and it will have another name also, which is of James. Let's see how this example will look like you can see name will have 2 and phone numbers will have 3. Like we can give the call span to the headers, and any data we can give. Like this call span may works. I think you can get clarity on that. And next, not only call span, we will have span for the row columns only. We can also give row span also, like how many rows we can give, we can take in the span. Like you can see, I'm giving border of 1 pixel solid black, and border collapse is a single border collapse. And next, padding of 5 pixel, you can see the small space between the border and to the data. And text alignment will be left, and the left is the text alignment. And this what we have doing a column span. I'm in the header part, I am doing nothing. In the second row, I am doing a call span of 2 for the telephone. I'm giving the data there in the next column, and next in the next column I'm giving the same. So what we are doing means, in the second row I am giving call span of 2, row span of 2 for the telephone. You can see for the 2 rows here, you can have 2 rows. The 2 rows is covered in this single telephone data. Likewise, for the one person, you will have many phone numbers. Like so, in this case, you can also use this row span. If your content will desire many things as your requirement, you can use those things. So call span is nothing but it will take a rows, not only a single row. In a cell span more than 1 row. If you want a span of, space of more than 1 row, then you will go for row span. How many rows do you want? Like either 2 or 3 or many rows, you can also choose there. And next, caption. Add a caption to a table. You can also add caption to a table. What the table resembles, like a label or heading for the table. You can also use this caption tag after the table start. In the table tag, we can also give this caption. Let's see how it will look like. The caption tab must be inserted in the table tag only, not on the upper part of the table tag or below part of the table tag. If you can apply, you can see in the table tag I am giving this option. It will be not in the table inside. It will be caption tag resembles that the heading will be on the outside of the heading, will be in the centered part. Like you can see, monthly savings is the caption for this table. This tag will be the just upper of this table. You can observe here. You can see the caption tag must be inserted immediately after the table tag, not on the nth line, but it should be the next to the table tag. Caption tag should be included. A special type for one table. A special type for one table. A special type of for a particular table is ID attribute. We can also add a ID attribute to the table by using this ID attribute, and next we can apply different styles by using this attribute in either by using CSS or internal CSS, inline CSS. So ID I am giving a table 01, the first table. You can also define specific styles applied to the table by using this tag. So ID means you have to be * and ID name. In that we have to apply some properties like width, background color, and many things we can apply. You can see the output of this here. See here, I'm giving this table background color is some pinkish color, light pinkish. F1, F1, C1. Like you can see, background color changes. And this is the second table I am given this ID, not the first table. The first table is as usual. For the second table, I am applying width of 100% and just color. No, I can apply color as blue also likewise. You can apply anything, like you can see gray or many things. Like the things will apply. Next you can also apply these colors in a different way, like for order number of rows, for even number of rows we can make it the changes there. Let's see in the next example how it will look like. So this is the next table where we can apply more styles, like for the for the even number of rows we can apply different color. For the odd number of rows we can apply another color. For the header part we can apply a color white and background color black. Let's see how this example will look like. Yes, this is the normal. First table is done without stylings table. Next I'm giving another table live with a tag with the ID attribute called T01, where we have a header part, first name, last name and age, and next data, text data, table data, Jill Smith, and we can observe here. For this I am applying the stylings by using this ID hash T01. For the TR means nth child, syntax will be like this: TR colon nth child is even. For the even means second one and fourth one. For the TR second one and fourth one, what we am applying is E part. You can see the difference is a light gray color and this is a white color. For the odd number of givens, I have given a white color. For the background color is black for the header part, and the text color will be white. You can see color white is the text color, and next background color is black. You can observe here. So like this, in the previous example which you have seen in the web page, we have seen like here you can see the first example which you have seen here. See, this is the some grayish part and white part, and so like this, how this will happen will be understand here in the last example for you also, like by using this syntax like a TR colon nth child even. For the even number of columns, what we have applying the stylings can mentioned there by using this syntax. So after what you have seen a table tag, in that table tag we have three things like table row and table data and table heading, like this by using this TR tag, TD tag and TH tag. And next we also apply the caption for the table by mentioning the caption tag under next to the table tag. And next we can also apply border to the tables, and also border collapse property is there, and next padding we can apply, and next text alignment we can apply for the header and also data for the table. In the table next border spacing we can apply to set the spacing between the cells, and next we have a call span to make the cell spans many columns, and next we have a row span attribute to make the cell span many rows. We can merge into many rows. Next we have ID attribute. This ID attribute is used to apply different styles for the tables by using this ID attribute. The ID name which you have mentioned by using ID attribute, that name should be followed by a hashtag, and that ID name by using the CSS or internal CSS or external CSS, we can apply different styles for the table to look more attractive. So this by you can make your tables in the web pages. The tables which makes the data in a clear fashion and arranged way. Most of the developers make the tables to make their data into columns and rows to give a clear picture about their website for the users, or many things we can do by using these tables. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up below, and if you have any doubts regarding to these tables or many more topics regarding to HTML, you can feel free to comment in the comment section. And so that's all for today. If your friends are in search of any developer websites, if they are in struggling for that, please suggest this website and our tutorials to make them learn easily. Ours is a simple English, we can easily understand. Everyone can make it a advantage of it. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.